The mirror held by another, betrayal by proxy, and the collapse of trust. A friend inside the fantasy. There was a woman I met through my ex partner. Over time, she became what I thought was my best friend. She sort of folded into our lives early. I gave her free access to my gym. We had dinners, family events, laughter. We had comfort and fun. She became the kind of presence that made the chaos seem survivable. But she was never outside the shared fantasy. She was already in it from the very beginning. What I didn't understand then was that this person had been positioned as a mediator of the narcissist's internal split. She wasn't just witnessing the chaos between my partner and I, she was being used as a regulatory device for my partner's disordered affect. A stabilizing pull whenever maternal instability, fear of intimacy, or shame emerged. She ran emotional interference between us, and I didn't see it. Not fully. Not then. MPIT teaches us that narcissists operate through dual cathexis, the libidinal idealizing and anti-libidinal contemptuous energies. But what we often miss is how these energies are outsourced. These so-called friends become a cathected proxy, someone who absorbs and channels both sides of the partner's internal structure. She played the part of the caring friend, the one who understood us both, but behind that role, she was already split. She knew the narcissist had lied to me about a holiday. She knew she had encouraged me to sell everything I owned to go on it. She knew the plan that my children and I would be left stranded, and still she smiled. She had Christmas dinner with me while my ex was in a hotel room with another man. She passed on messages, played both sides, and kept me believing I had something to salvage. But all the while, she was regulating the discord. She was the narcissist's remote control. This is not just triangulation, it is inversion by proxy. Here's what really happened, structurally and symbolically. Introject co-option. She had been pulled into my partner's internal world. She wasn't herself anymore. She was a fragment of the narcissist performing regulation on her behalf. Symbolic surrogacy. She mirrored me back to myself. She absorbed my grief and pain like a sounding board, but it wasn't compassion, it was containment. IMRA by proxy, IMRA, the inverse mirrored reflexive apathy, wasn't directed at me by my partner directly. It was filtered through her. She delivered my discard with a smile and a tone of understanding. That breaks the psyche in half. Recursive looping. Post discard, she became the echo chamber. She gave me just enough hope to keep me texting, performing, revealing, while behind the scenes it was already over. This is symbolic sadism, administered with plausible deniability. Even the moment I knew, there was something in me that felt it. The part of me Empit calls the truth self saw the betrayal before I had evidence. But in the narcissistic space, you are trained to distrust your own knowing. You are told your feelings are too much, your doubts are paranoia, your instincts are projection. And so I split. I knew, but I couldn't act on it. That disconnect between knowing and trusting is where collapse takes root. This is how narcissistic systems kill truth. They teach you that betrayal is your fault for recognizing it. And here's why this story matters. It isn't just a personal story, it's a clinical and symbolic map of what many survivors endure. People you trusted become transmitters of your pain. You are discarded at a distance through a surrogate who appears loving. You become complicit in your own collapse because the system is designed that way. The betrayal is made ungrievable because no one will name it. Input gives us the language for this. Symbolic annihilation, via triangulated interject. You're not just hurt, you're rewritten by someone holding the mirror. You were not crazy. You were entrapped in a system designed to distort your trust in yourself. And even then, you knew that knowing is the seed. It is your authorship. It is how you write yourself back. Peace out. Loads of love.